Many folks don't know the story of Premier. Premier Heating and Air was founded in 2001 with just a small group of people. Initially, Premier's handful of people went to work with a core value and set of principles based on a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. With one move in 2005 and then a leap of faith in 2010, Premier is now in its current location and now one of the largest heating and air companies in Middle Georgia. Still, every day our people walk through our warehouse doors and into the doors of your home with the same core value. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. Call Premier Heating and Air today and get your AC system checkup for just $49. Need a new system? Get up to $2,000 on qualified systems. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com. The choice is clear. Choose Premier. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad to have with me today my dear friend Miriam Lewis with Visit Dublin. It's always good to be out here, and I've only been here a little while and I'm seeing people come in and out and with questions. I just heard one couple, they just ate breakfast next door. Y'all get a lot of that, don't you?
We do. We love it. We absolutely love it. People come in from all over. Obviously, we have people that just stop in taking a break from the road, but we see people all the time coming in and wanting to go explore more about Dublin.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got a lot to tell. You got a good story to tell every day, don't you?
I do, yes. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I'm the director, so a lot of times I'm in the back, in the back offices. But when I get a chance to come out in the front and talk to people about what's going on in Dublin or find what they're interested in, like do they like food, do they like history, and really talk about what Dublin has to offer according to what their interests are. It's super exciting.
Yeah, I tell you, my 6-year-old grandson's in kindergarten, and he asked me, it was during January, he says, I asked Mama about where Martin Luther King spoke at in Dublin. She didn't know. She said, ask your Papa, I'm sure he knows. So I get to telling him about it. Well, he wanted to go. And when we got there, he was just loving it, just the history. He just soaking it all up. And I saw Jerry Davis pull up over at the church, so I went over. I said, Jerry, you got to take Paxton in there. And took him on the full tour.
Awesome.
He got to stand where Martin Luther King stood at the same podium up there.
Yeah.
And the next day I took my 7-year-old to Longhorns. Well, he gets to looking through my phone. They love looking through my pictures. He said, where's Paxton at, which is his cousin? I told him the story. He said, well, I want to go. So there we go at the Longhorns. We're headed back over there for his tour.
Nice,
but,
yeah.
There's so much history. And just like Martin Luther King, who would have ever thought a young boy like that would grow up and be such an impact, and still is an impact. He's been dead for many years.
Yeah.
He's still an impact, but what a tie-in to Dublin, Georgia, isn't it?
For sure, most definitely. And the awesome thing is the oratorical contest that they brought back, and those young people making those speeches. It just happened not too long ago.
Yeah.
Right before the anniversary and here in April, and knowing those young people, like, what if it happened again, and supporting them.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting because it's amazing that it's already happened.
Yeah.
That here in Dublin, what such a great person and figure historically came, started his speech, I guess, presentation in Dublin, and then what young person here or somewhere else may do that again, supporting everyone around us.
And you can watch those young people here on TV 35. I've watched some of it. Just incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And you're right. I haven't thought of it that way, but just think one of those could be a president, civil rights leader, governor, many things that could go on from Dublin. And you know, now I love to see kids grow up, do good, and come back to Dublin. But even if they don't, they go out and make a name for themselves. You know, we want them to do good. We've got something big coming up. Speaking of big, tell us about it.
Yeah, we have the Georgia Tandem Bike Rally has selected Dublin as their location to come visit this May. It'll be May 23rd through 26th. So we kind of wanted to let everyone know for a couple of reasons. They're going to be here. There's going to be about 160 tandem bicyclists. If you don't know what a tandem bicycle is, it's the two-seater bicycle. So super cute. I cannot wait to see them riding all around Lawrence County. But that's the other reason we wanted to make sure everyone was aware that they will be here for several days riding their tandem bicycles, and we want to make sure that they're safe, that we all are safe on the roads, just to kind of make you aware. Also, we want to make sure, you know, they love picking a different city to go to so that they can go experience the city and the people. And that's why they go to different places in Georgia. They selected Dublin. We've been working on this since last year, kind of met with them. They were picking between us and another city that I won't say its name, but we beat the other place out. But they really want to experience the city while they're here. They're going to be doing bike rides around the county during the day, but then they're also going to be going out to eat. They're going to be they're going to come to the farmers market on Saturday. I've been letting them know everything that's happening during the time that they're here. That way they can experience it. I just want to make sure that we're all aware and remain our gracious, kind, loving, good-hearted selves.
Well, that's a given.
If they ask us questions, if they ask questions, you know, they're going to ask questions. So if someone's like, you know, asking you about a history or about you know, recommendations, like that's probably what's going on. And they want to know from us. They want us to tell them our favorite things.
Yes, absolutely.
Our history.
That's tough. If somebody asks me my favorite thing, it's like St. Patrick's. One of my go-to questions when I'm interviewing the committee is, you know, what is your favorite St. Patrick's event? That's hard to pin down. Because when I think about it, I say, well, if somebody asked me that question, I'd have to say probably the top 4 or 5. But, you know, to me, from being in front and behind the camera, Pat and I love doing the parade together. People tell us all the time, she and I, y'all just love each other. You can tell on camera, and we do love each other. And I can say that about most of us that live in this community. That's why we can put our best foot forward, because do we disagree on things? Absolutely, but I think that's healthy. And that's what makes our community grow like it does. And you got to admit, Miriam, our leaders, city, county, development authority, downtown development authority, Visit Dublin, we all get together and we accomplish those great things and we move on. You know, we don't have the strife that you see in other cities. And we can see them just by turning on the TV around here. But I don't know why people won't get along to advance their community.
For sure.
But we do live in a special place, don't we?
Definitely. Most definitely. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to take a break. We'll come back right after this.
Badcock Home Furniture and More is your home store, where you'll find great savings on new living room sets, sofas, love seats, recliners, and more. Badcock Home Furniture and More has great savings every day on bedding and bedroom sets. Shop Badcock Home Furniture and More for a great selection of dining room sets. And save every day on electronics and appliances at Badcock Home Furniture and More, 1927 Highway 441 South in Dublin. Call 275-3144 for more information, or stop by and see Wendy and Tim Sumner or any of their friendly staff today at Badcock and More Home Furniture Store, where no credit is ever refused.
The weather's heating up here in Middle Georgia, and the deals are hot at Dublin Nissan. So when you come in, look for the red tag specials like this Nissan Altima or the new Restyle 2024 Frontier. So come into Dublin Nissan during our red tag sale and take advantage of 0% financing or up to $10,000 savings off of MSRP.
At Dublin Nissan, get rates as low as 0% for 36 months on the Pathfinder.
And remember, Don sells Nissans well, only at Dublin Nissan.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm still continuing my conversation with Miriam Lewis. We're at Visit Dublin. If you just joined us, we're going to show this show again, or you can go to our YouTube channel at TV35, watch this show and any other shows that we have. And Miriam, we get, I looked before I left, the last 3 months, we had 970,000 people watch at least some part on our YouTube channel. So y'all, you're looking at two different generations here. The old generation, which we watch television. The younger generation watches an iPad, iPod, something another, you know, and it's just different. I've had people come up in restaurants, younger people, and say, Mr. Dill, I was over there watching you do so-and-so, you know. And look, no matter how you're watching us, we appreciate you joining us today, especially on this show as we talk about Visit Dublin. And y'all do much more than the historical things around town or pointing them in the right direction. As you've been talking, I've been looking over your shoulder over there, and I see Byron and Conyers and Valdosta and the North Georgia mountains. So y'all help people in many other ways, don't you?
Yes. Yes, so here at the Visitor Center, you know, we're right off of I-16, so we see a lot of people passing through, headed to other destinations, or, you know, people still use visitor centers a lot. It's amazing, you know, you were just mentioning the age differences, but digital is so prevalent. A lot of people still want to talk to someone face to face. They still want to take a paper brochure. So we obviously, Dublin is, you know, our Dublin brochures are right at the front door. We're in our brochure room right now where we have the rest of the state of Georgia and even our sister states, so like South Carolina and Florida. So we try to know a little bit about everything in the state so that we can direct people. It's not in tourism. We promote here to 50 miles out. That is the base of tourism wherever you're located. So our goal is to bring people to Dublin and Lawrence County. But if not Dublin, Lawrence County, our goal is to bring people to the state of Georgia as a whole. And that's what we're tasked with. So yeah, we try to know a little bit about everything. We love talking to our guests. A lot of times they'll ask us questions we don't know. One of the things I'll tell new staff members, like, never be afraid to say, I don't know. I'm going to Google it and we learn together. Like, we love that. Like,
Google makes us look smart.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. And then you learn something. You both learn something. And you get something from your guest also because they've told you about something you weren't aware of. Learn something new. So.
The Dublin brochures are at the front door. All the other brochures are out back by the garbage can. So, is that Dublin you picked up? Brochure, See, they're right here with us. But they are at the front door. You come in and look, you may live here and not know some of these things. So it's not just, when you think Visit Dublin, it's not just for people visiting. There's so many times that maybe you're going to take your kids on a field trip. Maybe it's so many things, just like
projects,
just like the teachers using Black History Month and Martin Luther King's birthday, those kind of things as a teaching moment for the kids. And we need to have more of those. But so we mentioned people coming in and out. We've been watching them come in and out every door since I've been here, and it's only been about 15, 20 minutes.
We had that many entrances,
I thought, I know. I thought, I didn't think y'all done nothing around here. I'm kidding. But so people that come in and want to look around Dublin, what's the number one thing that somebody says, we heard about, fill in the blank?
Yeah, a lot of people want to know, tell us about Dublin. What makes Dublin tick? What's Dublin about? And so we have a couple of different answers. You know, we have an amazing history. We have an awesome food scene. Like, we're in, for the second year in a row, we're in an Atlanta Magazine culinary guide for 3 locations. So it really just kind of depends. We kind of feel them out, like, what are you interested in? They want to know what our industry is. They're very interested in that. A lot of people ask about antiques. We have some amazing places. As a matter of fact, this morning someone asked about antiques, and they're going to venture into Dublin and go to the different antique locations. So it really depends on what they're interested in. But the awesome thing is that, you know, downtown is the jewel of any tourism. And we have an amazing downtown. And it continues to thrive and grow. So the awesome thing is that we can, everyone loves revitalized downtown. So that's our first point is head downtown, because when you're the gateway to downtown is history. The MLK Monument Park. Stop there. Listen to the history. Listen to the audio box. Go a little further. There's your architecture. There's your downtown. And there's your food scene, and there's your shopping. And then from there, we can venture you out into the rest of Lawrence County, depending on what you're interested in.
Well, it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
And I love, I'm a tag reader. I love to read tags, whether I'm at Southern Pines on the weekend tournament or downtown. I love to go through downtown. I say Manuel County, Pickens County, and you see us drawing within that 50-mile radius that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so many people, I was in Swainsboro one day, and the guy, business owner, said, "Oh, I was over in Dublin the other night. We come to Company Supply and eat," and I always love hearing those things where we came to Dublin. Because, Miriam, I grew up here, and when I was young, downtown was it. Everything was downtown, Woolworth and Belk, and if you're listening to us, you're young, you think, what is Woolworth? It was the Walmart of that day. But everything was downtown, and we just love to go downtown. And I remember at McClellan's, the toys were on the second floor, and we didn't realize, Mama said, y'all go up there, but don't cut up. We didn't realize them hardwood floors, it would sound like a bunch of Clydesdale going across there. We wonder, how does she know we're running through here? So, till you get older and you figure out. But my point is, a whole generation missed that. And now we've brought it back through our forefathers, people like Mr. Thomas Curry, who, before he died, had those parking lots paved back there behind Dino's. People like that knew they were up in age, but they did this to make it a better community, a better city. So we've accomplished the parking situation. You're able to park downtown now. But do you read tags?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I can't pull into the grocery store and park next to a car in Indiana. I'm like, why are you here? And do I need to find you and tell you about Dublin?
Yeah.
Do you need recommendations? I do all the time, and I absolutely love it. And I don't know if I'm more aware of it now, or if we're just seeing more of it. But I see tags from other counties and especially other states all the time now. And I absolutely love it. That helps for those of us that live here. It boosts our tax base.
Amen.
Last year, Lawrence County residents saved $440 a household on their taxes because of traveling taxpayers, is what we call them in the tourism world. People that, even if they stopped and got gas, or if they came to the grocery store and they were from 50 miles out, they're pinged as a traveling taxpayer, and we saved $440 on taxes.
A lot of money comes through here. A lot of money comes into these restaurants, little shops like, and we've got unique things, Hello Sunshine, and places like that. That's there's just so unique, and the people when you come in are so nice. And even when you come in here, you're only as good as your people. So tell me about your people.
I have a wonderful staff. Erin is our project manager, and she's full-time. She's my right-hand gal. She's amazing. You'll see her in plays. She participates a lot in the community, so she's an amazing actress and singer. So she participates in like the Main Street Players or the Dublin Community Theater, which is great. You'll see her at events. She loves getting out and about, and she also helps keep my brain young with the trends and things that are interesting and up and coming. And our part-time person is Mercedes, and she just started with us a couple of months ago. She moved to Dublin from a neighboring city a couple of years ago, and she's awesome. She's off today, so she's not here with us today, but she's awesome. And she's learning a lot about Dublin. Like, she's constantly taking notes every time we talk to a guest, or she's scouring our website, because she wants to tell people that come in to the visitor center everything about Dublin. And so she's been an awesome addition to our staff and helping us. We do a lot. Errol and I do a lot behind the scenes with the website and all kinds of things that might be boring to get into, but Mercedes is helping us out with the front, the visitor center.
But the website's beautiful. If you hadn't been, go. It's easy to maneuver and to go through. some websites you go to, they make it so difficult, but you know, it's
We just redesigned it in December.
Looks good.
We really tried to make it easy for the end user, also paying attention to attention spans are very short, so we're going to catch
That's
you
right.
and direct you around and tell you everything.
Yeah.
So thank you, that's a high compliment.
And do you really understand the weight of how you're grooming these girls you're talking about? Just like Rebecca groomed you, you're grooming these girls. Do you ever think about that, where they may go, and they'll never forget this time? And the only word I can think of is how you groom them through this process.
Yeah.
Do you ever think of that?
For sure, definitely. Last summer, we participated in the Summer Youth Works program, and we brought 2 students in for the summer, and that was the first time that Visit Dublin's participated, or we participated, and that was such an awesome experience because these are school children from here in Lawrence County, and so we, spent a day with each of them where we took a field trip, and we took each of them to each of our geocache sites. We operate 6 geocache sites at destinations in Lawrence County, so that when people are geocaching, it'll take them to Railroad Park, or it'll take them to MLK Monument Park, or take them different places around the city. So we took our students and we took them to the coffee shop, to Society Cafe. We took them to Company Supply or a downtown restaurant that they chose, and let them have lunch. We took them to a few historical sites, just a very quick field trip, because they didn't know about.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was so awesome. And then afterwards, we do a lot of writing here. We write a lot of blogs. So afterwards, I had them take notes and take pictures during their field trip. Then afterwards, their project was to write a blog about their day in Dublin. And you can actually find those blogs on our website.
Great, good.
Tamaya and Chelsea, if you just search Tamaya and Chelsea, you'll see their blog and their field trip around Dublin through their eyes. We took them to Strickland Boots. We took them to Minute Grill, places like that. And those are things they will take with them as they grow up.
Yeah.
Whether they stay or whether they leave, they've experienced some of the true Dublin things you can only find in Dublin. And that's awesome.
And you have to understand, these are local kids that participate in this, and our business community is very gracious in letting these kids come in and get that experience. But these are local kids that didn't realize a lot of these things that are in their hometown, because they're studying, they're in their own world, and that's not on the radar. When I was that age, it wasn't on my radar either. So you're just having fun and getting through school. So well, that had to be an eye opener, not only for them but for you to watch them as they spot things, and just to, when the light comes on, that glow in their eye. And you learn from it too, don't you?
Oh, definitely. The great thing is, we're closed on Sundays, so we would see them again after the weekend on Monday or Tuesday, and they come in and be like, well, I took my mom to that coffee shop, or like, I did this with my family. It was like, oh.
I love that coffee shop. She is so sweet. I met her right after she opened. She wasn't even really everything set up at the time. It looks different now than it did then, but those little things, they are gems too, to be able to go in and meet with your friends, whatever you're going to do. It's just good. We need a coffee shop downtown.
Yeah,
definitely. We need that, because a lot of people, these travelers, even local people, they love to go into places like that. So she does a wonderful job, and all our shops.
All of them.
And I'm being fully transparent here. I've not been in a bad place. They're all just as nice, whether it's Smith's or Company Supply. You're talking about the Main Street players and her being in the play. Now, Glenda Berry has brought a lot. She's so educated in working with people, and she just brought a lot to the table. And I'm talking about the director of Downtown Development Authority. It's just, we've had some good people in that position, but she is off the chain, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh, we love Glenda Berry.
Yeah.
We're fortunate because, in tourism, I mentioned earlier, downtown is your gem if you have a downtown. And so, like, we're the closest partners. Like, out of all the partners that we have, like, downtown and Visit Dublin, like,
Yeah.
We got it going on.
Well,
Yeah,
and you have
they're
to.
awesome.
You have to work together
Yeah.
because it's not going to work any other way. So,
Yeah.
and Glenda's easy to work with.
Yeah.
She's doing an amazing job.
sure.
Very good job. We're going to take another break. We'll come back and wrap things up.
All right, boys, if you want to go to college, you have to clear out another one of these.
What if we told you there was a better way to save for your kids' college than pickle jars? Morris Bank's Savings Builder account and moolah makes saving for your kids' college easier than ever. All you have to do is connect the account to your debit card, where it automatically rounds up your purchases to the nearest dollar, depositing that spare change into a moolah account where it will grow into a nice little nest egg for whatever your kids have their sights set on.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin with Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From mowing to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin with Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
To me, it's about connecting. And I love to be able to connect with people. And when you're talking about the St. Patrick's Festival, there's so many great events that make that possible. I love what this does to bring people together because that is where it's at.
The Arts and Crafts Festival today and all of Super Saturday in downtown Dublin is very family friendly. You can bring everybody, bring the kids, grandma, grandpa. We're ready for everybody on Super Saturday in downtown Dublin.
I enjoy how much this community comes together for their celebration each year.
We're here from Cody, Wyoming, and we have always heard what an awesome time you have in Dublin on St. Patrick's Day. And we have been so impressed by how friendly everybody has been in Dublin, Georgia. And we're excited to be here and can't wait to come back again.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to wrap things up. Now, let's go back to the tandem bike rally. The reason Miriam explained that a while ago, because off camera, I said, what the heck are you talking about? So she was explaining that for you because I asked the question too. But go back over it again, the dates and times.
The dates will be May 23rd through 26th, so that's a Thursday through a Sunday. So they're going to come in. We've helped them set up. It's really awesome because not only are they going to be just wandering on their own time, but they also like to set up their special events. So they're going to be at the rooftop at Saltwater Fishery doing their packet pickup, and so they'll be mingling with people that Thursday evening-ish. And then they've also said they're excited about the brewery coming online. They're going to have a cocktail hour there. They're going to have something set up that's catered locally, like a boil, I think, like a low country boil. So they have different things set up, activities that they're going to be doing during the time they're here. We're really excited to help them out with that. But other than that, they're going to be riding around the county. So they're going to be heading to Dudley. They're going to be heading to on one day, and then they're going to go to Montrose another day, I believe.
Wow, they're going to get it.
Yeah, they're going to be all over. So it's the full county. They've come several times, the organizers, and they've scouted Dublin, which is awesome because you never know who's here.
Yeah.
You never know. They just walked in the visitor center and let us know that they were here scouting, and they had been here several times already. You know, they actually came in 2012. Was the last time they came to Dublin. That was before my time. Being in this position, so I was not aware when they came, but when they came back and they were scouting Dublin, when they were picking their city, they were just so impressed by all the changes.
Yeah.
They were impressed by the people. They were just impressed, and it really goes to show you never know who you're interacting with.
No.
Because now they're going to come, you know, a year later and bring this economic boost. It's estimated they'll spend $55,000 between hotel rooms and the catering and the going out to eat and the shopping.
Yeah.
And so you just never know. These two people that were here were
Yeah.
scouting out whoever you talk to, and they're bringing almost 200 people with them to come experience Dublin for 3.5 days.
It's and you don't know. We've had calls at the TV station, people staying at the motels and would call us, and the things they'd say. I didn't realize a town like Dublin has a TV station. Well, what about that show you did on whatever? See, you never know the person that's watching. The person walks in here, they may bring an industry here and employ 400 people.
Yeah.
All because they stopped and somebody was nice to them. And that's I said it to you off camera earlier, it's very unusual this day and time. People don't realize when you walk in their business, their restaurant or wherever, you know, and I mentioned Chick-fil-A a while ago with them saying my pleasure, because I thank everybody wherever I go, and you thank them, it's my pleasure, you know. See, Dave Roberts has got it going on. He could train people in customer service, but that's the kind of feeling that you want people to have, where they want to come back to your business, they want to come back to your city. And we want them to come back. So this is going to be great. So it's been 12 years. Before we go now, the bike rally, do they have an association, or is that part of Georgia, or what? How does that?
Yeah, it's state. It's the Georgia. If you just look up Georgia Tandem
Okay.
Bike Rally, they have a website. It's awesome because if you look up their website, they have their Dublin location, and so they have all these pictures of Dublin when they came and scouted. But yeah, so people come from all over the U.S. to participate in the Georgia Tandem Bike Rally. There's different bike rallies across the U.S. This is the state of Georgia's. And so people will come from not just Georgia, but all over.
Well, we talked about the website before we go. The logo is just amazing. When you see that Dublin logo, I love it. You know, it's in cursive, but it's in small letters as it goes across. So I think that's also an attention getter. You talk about, and we find this out when we post on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, the smaller the project, you got something. It's hard to, it's like speaking. You need to keep it under 20 minutes when you speak to people, because you're going to lose them. And it's even more on these social sites. It's got to be small, a few minutes, if you're going to capture them right up front. So, and I think that Visit Dublin logo or Dublin logo, it captures people's attention. So, well, look, I'm going to give you an A+ today.
Thank you. I'm giving you an A+ on matching me today.
Yeah, I got the memo she sent out. Wear pink today. I'm kidding about that. Great minds think alike, Miriam. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, we're just in a spring state of mind.
That's right. I love spring and I love Dublin, so we got a lot in common.
That's
Don't we?
right.
So
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you, no matter how you're watching us today. We appreciate you joining us.